Well, just 4 months after being re-elected, new poll numbers show President Obama's approval rating is in some real trouble. A McClatchy Marist poll shows just 45% of Americans think the president is doing a good job. That is down 5% from December, and it is his lowest rating since November 2011. And that's not all. Chris Direwalt is our Fox News digital politics editor and host of Power Play on FoxNews.com Live. Chris, welcome to the program. And as we speak, we're going to put up a little chimney box there. So we've got the Capitol behind Chris, and we've got the Vatican below Chris, so we can keep a watch on the smokestack and see, you know, if we see some smoke coming out of there, you're out of here, Direwalt.
I understood. Unless it comes out of the Capitol, then we've really got, then we've got a story.
And we do. All right, so the president's approval rating, we did a story about this about a week ago, showing that he had dropped to about 46% in 3 different polls. I think it was Gallup, Fox, and Pew, if memory serves. He's gone back up a little bit in Gallup. He's at 49, but this latest poll from McClatchy puts him at 45%, which they are saying is the lowest level in more than a year. What is this tied to?
Well, this is tied to the fact that we have a government that can't function. We have no answers to big questions. The president had a plan that was audacious, which was he was just going to jam all the way through until the midterm elections next year, and that he would just do scorched earth on the Republicans, knock them down, prove to Americans that it was their fault, their problem, their mistake, and then beat them in the midterms. Well, as he has started down that path, what he's found out is that people don't have much patience for that. Voters, the electorate, the American people are tired of all of this politicking and gamesmanship. They know that the country faces big problems. They would like to see some solutions, and so the president has had to change course.
And now we see that it's not just that his approval rating is falling, but his disapproval rating is going up. And for the first time, more people disapprove of his work than approve since November 2011. Not only that, but his favorability, his personal popularity has declined. That was an area in which he always did well, Chris, but now they say 48% of voters have a favorable impression of him, 48% have unfavorable. It's tied up. That's unusual for this president.
Well, the stimulus scare Olympics did not probably do many great favors for the public's esteem for the president, and especially when they basically had to say, never mind, this stuff wasn't real. It was just something that we were talking about that could be true. I think that that probably accounts for a lot of frustration for people who have generally seen him as an honest guy. Maybe they don't agree with everything, but they've thought of him as an honest guy. And between him and the things that people in his administration did, I think his credibility probably took a whack there.
Now, Congress isn't doing well either. Republicans have a 26% approval rating in the U.S. Congress. Democrats have a 31% approval rating in the U.S. Congress. But when the folks are asked about who has a better approach when it comes to our budget deficit, they are now favoring congressional Republicans over President Obama, 44% to 42%. This is the item that's been in the news for the past, 2 months. Who is going to attack our deficit and how? And this is something that the president in his bully pulpit, I mean, he has made full use out of that bully pulpit, trying to make the case that these congressional Republicans can't be trusted, don't have the right priorities, and that he's got the better plan.
Well, there are a lot of Republicans and quite a few Democrats who think that the president is faking when it comes to this outreach to Republicans. But if he is sincere in an effort to do a bigger deal on deficits, it's because of numbers just like the one that you just showed. Because here's the thing. If he has to spend the next 18 months fighting tooth and nail, inch by inch with Republicans over spending, taxes, and deficits, he's on unfriendly turf. That's not a good place for him to be. So if he is trying to do a bigger deal, it's because he wants to get the $1.3 or $1.5 trillion in new borrowing that he needs to get to the election in one lump sum, get it out of the way, and move on to talk about other things where he thinks he can have a better advantage.
He doesn't usually see his poll numbers fall below the Republican poll numbers on anything, and this is an issue that, has been #1 in the news. I want to ask you about another eye-opening poll from Pew, which says now only 3 out of 10 Americans trust our government. Only 3 out of 10 trust our government to make good decisions. Look at that. That is fewer than ever, according to Pew.
It's miserable, and it is a testament to this fact. The president would like to do big things. He would like the government to do more and bigger things. His strategy for getting the privilege to do more and bigger things with the government is to shut down and make the government dysfunctional. Now, how do you convince people to trust you with more of their money and to trust you with more power if you guys can't even shoot straight, if you can't make anything operate here in Washington? So it's a catch-22 for the president. He thinks the way to get to more power and more money is to blow up, has been to blow up his relationship with the Republicans and bring everything to a grinding halt. But the folks back home say, why would we trust these people with anything if they can't even do anything right?
And it's not just Republicans. It is Democrats and independents that have driven that number so low. Even Democrats are now saying, I just don't trust, Washington. I don't want to give them my money. I don't trust them to get things done the right way.
Can you blame them?
We'll leave that rhetorical question looming along with the, where'd it go? Where's the chimney? Disappeared. Oh, it's coming up moments from now. Thank you, Chris.